In the winter of 1987, in a small coastal village in Sweden called Hammarvik, there was a legend that few people dared to speak aloud. They said that on nights when the sea was silent, a bell could be heard ringing from under the water. No one knew where the sound came from. There was no church by the coast, no lighthouse, and no ships anchored near the village. Yet everyone who heard the bell claimed that someone disappeared soon after. The story began long before that, back in 1949, when a fisherman named Einar Lund built a small wooden pier for his boat. He lived alone, except for his 12-year-old daughter Karin. One morning, the villagers found Einar's boat drifting empty along the shore. The net was torn, his lantern still lit, and a church bell was lying in the boat, covered in salt and seaweed. No one ever found Einar. The bell was taken to the church at the center of Hammarvik, but when the pastor tried to hang it, the sound that came from it was wrong, too deep, too slow, like something breathing through metal. They sealed it away in the church cellar. Decades passed, and the bell was forgotten, until the winter of 1987. That was when the new priest, Anders Olsson, arrived. He had never heard the story. On his first night in the village, he found the cellar door unlocked. Inside, covered in dust, was the old bell. He cleaned it, placed it back in the tower, and at exactly midnight, rang it once to bless the town. The sound rolled through the snow like thunder. Windows rattled, dogs howled, and the sea stopped moving. The next morning, a fisherman named Per Nielsen didn't return from the harbor. His boat was found half a mile from shore, circling slowly in the fog. The bell rope on the church tower was wet, as if someone had pulled it from the sea. By the third day, more villagers claimed they could hear the bell again, always at night, always distant. And each time it rang, someone disappeared. Anders, desperate to prove it was just superstition, decided to record the sound himself. He placed a tape recorder by the church window and waited. The recording begins at 11:57 p.m. You can hear the wind and faintly the sea. Then a single bell chime. The tone is deep, distorted. It doesn't echo. It sinks, like it's being swallowed by water. Then a whisper, barely audible on the tape, a voice saying,
"It's his turn."
Anders never finished the recording. The next morning, his parish assistant found the tape still running. The church door was open, snow blown halfway down the aisle. Anders was gone. The tape was taken by local police. When they analyzed the final minute, they found something chilling. The bell sound reversed itself, and beneath it, a heartbeat. In 1993, the church burned down during a lightning storm. Only one thing survived the fire: the bell. It was later found at the bottom of the hill, half buried in ice. The inscription on it had changed. No one knows how. It now read, "We ring for those who listen." Today, the ruins of the Hammarvik church still stand. Locals say that when the sea freezes and the fog rolls in, you can hear the bell again. Sometimes just once, sometimes 3 times. And if you follow the sound, you'll see a light flicker under the ice, as if someone far below is waiting for you to answer. End of file. True Dark Files, Archive 013.